Good evening all, hope we are all doing well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. New week of daily races. It's a good week as well, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We got Grand Valley Highway for Daily Race C. We got Group 4 at Trial Mountain. And then we've got whatever car we've got for Daily Race A. I cannot remember. For Grand Valley again, but a different layout, which I haven't looked at yet. And I don't know that track, so we'll definitely not be doing that on this stream. But hope everybody is doing good. Larry, Craig, how are we doing? Hope everyone is having a great day. Likewise. Mine's not been all too bad so far. Only managed to get about 10 laps of practice in on this one. Now, of course, we did the sort of open-ish, partly open lobby stream that we did the other night. Alpha, how we doing? when we loaded in at the lobby there, we started P3 and then we dropped, and I was like, oh, and then now we're P11, so we're starting at the back. Now, I did say, I want to double check this because initially we did have, this is interesting, we did have tyre wear at ×5. That was initially what this was supposed to be. And then I saw on Twitter that it had then been changed so that it was just 1x tyre wear, 1x fuel. So then we have I wanted to double check whether or not we had pit lane requirements, which I don't think we do. No minimum number of pit stops, so it is literally just a flat out race on the hard tyres all the way through. A little bit boring. I think that although it's a new track, I think we could have had maybe a bit more of a dynamic to it in some way, which is a bit of a shame. Adam, how we doing, mate? Good evening. Hope we're all well. Let me put myself back on a Wi-Fi, that would help. So we're starting P11 on this one then. I've got a lot of work to do and a lot of practice needed. One thing that we can say about this is that the time development thing, whatever it's called, what's it called? Like the real life time simulation. The dark night on this looks absolutely, and the sunrise looks absolutely mega. It looks really, really good. So you never know. We might get a bit of that. That may well be the highlight of this stream. It's the graphics on this thing for the sunrise. But anyways, we're going to jump straight in. We're going to have ourselves a bit of a laugh. Brand new track. I'm not sure of how well all of this is going to go. We have ourselves brake balance. Now, what is all that about? Is that? I didn't realise that was on here. Whoa, I'm going to go straight for that move. Am I not? No, I'm not. I didn't realise that had been either reintroduced or it's been introduced on this race, because under balance of power, or certain elements kind of thing in balance of power, that wasn't permitted. So that's really interesting. I'm glad to see brake balance because it really did add a great element of racing on Gran Turismo Sport, especially come on buddy, especially on the ones where we needed to look after tyres in certain ways. If it was a case of needing to look after the rear tyres and whatnot, it was quite helpful to be able to drop the brake balance forward, vice versa as well. I'm glad we've got that. I never noticed that. What a treat. Could be due to the pitting issues. Yeah, maybe that's why they've taken it off. Good point, yeah. There's probably a very good reason for it, I'm sure. So that would be a reason. That would make sense. That would make really good sense. So it's safe to say that I'm not particularly quick round here, but I am trying to get there. If we can at least just have ourselves a half decent race, least for the first few, I'd be relatively happy with that. So we're P12 at the moment, so it's not going particularly well, but... Oh! Good stuff, good stuff. We're making a bit of progress. That's probably a move that you don't want to try and go for into that main braking zone there. Does take quite a bit of concentration, this track. It's not one that you can easily just sort of cruise around. Got a fairly decent move done there though, I would say. Up to P9. James, how we doing, mate? Good evening, good evening. Hope we're all well. What would you say, James, to a bit of ACC this month? I say this month. March. But within the next month. It's on the list. Well and truly. Finally. Right, now we've got 3 cars up ahead here. You can actually see there P6. So the way that they're fighting, we might be able to catch up to them. Side by side there as they disappear around the corner to head to turn 1. Oh, outbraking. Ah, no. Oh, man. We were doing well there. We were doing really well there. Such a difficult track, this. The Porsche is a bit of a weird one because you have those moments, as he seems to have a similar one, where the Porsche, on those twisty sections, kind of like mid-speed sections where you're left and right and quite a bit of steer, and it really, really unsettles the car, and just it will go light very, very easily, very quickly. It definitely doesn't have the stability that it used to have in Gran Turismo Sport. Because even through those sort of sections of track, you imagine like Interlagos and stuff, it used to be really, really good through there, through that second and third sector. It wasn't necessarily its strong point, but it certainly wasn't a major, major weak point, where this does seem to be a bit of an Achilles heel, this sort of second sector at Grand Valley. Is that you telling me to avoid? Oh no, that's going to be a penalty. Avoid the lobbies on ACC there, Adam. Oh man, spinning all over the shop. Ooh. Career and championship is good. Alrighty, well that's maybe what we do. I'll have to have a little look. I just realised we got Bibby in front of us. But yeah, definitely need to have a look at ACC. I've been threatening it for long enough as well. But I feel like now is definitely the time. Ah, man, no. Oh, all the way to the back. This is no good to me. Yeah, Adam, you did mega last night, mate. P2, absolutely awesome. I think I just saw your comment earlier saying Carlos was just too quick, but I mean that's the case most weeks for most people. That he's absolutely rapid. But I was surprised at how well the Ferrari did for you. It looked like it was absolutely flying. I always struggle with the Ferrari a little bit, but. Yeah, make some friends to make a decent ACC lobby. Yeah, might be what we have to do, and maybe put on some leagues or something like that. Oh, I definitely need a lot of practice around here. However, never mind ACC. A lot of practice to make this good. Same mistake yet again, ending up on that bloody gravel. Sunset looks absolutely mega, doesn't it? Bit blinding though. Oh, I've just realised, is that white line the track limits? It must be, isn't it? Because I'm going to get another penalty here. Yeah, okay, right. The white line on there is the actual track limits. I didn't realise that. Stupid, stupid idiot. Brake at the 375 on the first hairpin. I got you. You're not meaning this one, are you? One, yeah. Oh my god, I can't even read that quick enough to pick out a 375, but don't think we're far off there. Dan, how we doing, mate? There's a tree on the right. Ah, right, okay. Let's see if we can spot that one and pick that out as well then. Slowly starting to get there with this track, I think. Course 5-4 just after the second line. I need to go half the speed to be able to pick it out. Pick those ones out a little bit better there. Might spot this tree on the right hand side though. Ooh. Oh yeah, spot that one. I got you. Oh yeah, that's spot on that. Wonderful. We found our braking point, our marker. Ooh, don't run wide there. Like P1's had himself a bit of a nightmare. Not that it's going to make any difference to us. Way too wide there as well. Right, out onto the final lap then. We'll put this one down to a bit of practice then, shall we? there we are. If you actually drive it properly, then the Porsche can be pretty decent. As I'm slowly starting to find out. Oh, bugger. Well, a mere 38 seconds off the lead. We'll make sure we do better in the next one. Shouldn't have done that because the finish line is like all the way up the very top of there, isn't it? Oh dear. Wasting everybody's time now. I forgot the finish line is like a mile up the road. Oh! What a donkey. Even almost getting disqualified. What a fool. Yeah, easy to overdrive the track. Definitely, definitely, definitely. Very easy to overestimate how quick you can be or how late you can brake. Or even how much you can get the power down as well. Very easy to spin the car around. What a great start to the stream. Yeah, exactly. Right, we need to do better. We need to be doing better than that. So, it was interesting to see actually the top times. So we got the Huracan up top, which I definitely wasn't expecting that. The Ford GT, now I thought that was quite interesting. Really wasn't expecting that car to be there. Quite a lot of Ford GTs. The 911 as well. So you know we can't say that we're not in a decent car. I'm quite comfortable in the 911, but I would be curious to try the Ford GT a little bit later on. But I think I'm going to stick with the Porsche for now, just to kind of to get used to it, and so it's a little bit clearer to see the improvement when you stick with the same car. Oops, let's not do qualifying, shall we not? Oh, you're racing with the GTR. Interesting. Well, that's another one of those cars where very easy to put the power down a bit too early, a bit too much. James is saying the Atenza. Maybe have a little look at that one as well. Porsche. The Ford GT, not for you. Yeah, me neither, really. But it might be worth having a little look at. This brake balance thing, though, I'm very happy to see that back here. Very happy to see that back here. So I'm going to move that brake balance just a little bit further forward. Feel the difference straight away with the car just planting itself forward, getting stopped nice and early. Really did genuinely feel the difference there. Hopefully the same down and through here. That's the only bit there, is the car going slightly light. Need to be careful of that in the braking zone as we start to turn. Maybe just a little bit more of the Gran Turismo 7 style of driving needed, where you have to just brake purely in a straight line. Need to try and be a lot quicker through there, however. 100 metre board for braking, straight line, get slowed down, and then turning in, which means that you do V-cut that corner a little bit. Maybe the best way, I don't know. Right, fly through here. track limits, that might be track limits. Nope, we're all good. Right, keeping this in 5th is the quicker way to drive this here. Where was the track limits there then? That's an interesting one. Feel the lack of grip on those dirty tyres now. GTR surprisingly good. Right, well we'd have to have a little look at that one then. Maybe we do what we would be doing on Friday and have a little bit of a switch around of the cars and try plenty different options. Maybe that's what we do. What do we reckon to that? Track limits there are imaginary, just like the track. We can't complain too much when we did have Watkins Glen get added, but it would be, you know, recently, but it would be nice to see some more real tracks being added for sure. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that wall to just appear there. Or those railings to just appear there. That one caught me out. Try braking at 300. Alrighty, let's have a little look then. 3. Yeah, I didn't quite get slowed down as quickly as I should have done there. Came off the brakes just a little bit too early, but yeah, it's decent. It's difficult to know exactly which line is the best line to take in there, really. I think that's possibly one of the good things about this track. Maybe it does provide you with a few different options. That one there actually a little bit tighter through there. Evidently quite a bit quicker. Porsche doesn't feel quite as comfortable in those medium speed corners though. Decent though. John, how we doing, mate? Hope we're all well. Oh, James is saying front to the front 5 for brake balance. You're talking about, James? Yeah, that's true. Donington as well. Yeah. Snetterton. So many great tracks. Yeah. Yeah, Donington would be a good one. That is what I'm kind of looking forward to on ACC. There's a few more of those kind of classic British tracks, which is good. So I'll be looking forward to that. No school tomorrow. Get in. What a treat. Let's say hi to Bibby. Oh. Yeah, has low speed corners when you, which is a it's like a feature of that car really, because it is so powerful. But round here it kind of hinders you a little, a bit more than you maybe wanted to, for sure. Yeah. Strike day, what a treat! What a belter! Here we go. So it should try and kill you. It's the RSR. You're playing Gran Turismo all day. That doesn't sound like a bad day to me. Sounds pretty ideal, if anything. We're going to try one around the outside here, perhaps. Not quite going to work. Oh, it's the Audi. Oh, Audi R8. That is mega brave. That is very brave. This has got to scream opportunity, this. Just look at the state of it. Everybody all within a matter of tenths or thousandths of each other. One of the key things that you do have to do to settle this car, and I often forget, is actually just keep some throttle input around some of those corners, which, as I've tried it there, does stabilise the car quite a bit. This is going to be a little bit messy here as well. Everybody trying to pick out a bit of a braking point, but also braking as late as they dare, compromising their lines a little bit. Go, go, go. Oh, God. Everybody. Wheel to wheel. Trying to hold grip there. God, speed of that thing on the right hand side there. Is that the Ford GT? I think it is, isn't it? Jesus, straight line speed on that thing. Now I see where that gets that lap time. Or gets its lap time. It's actually a Bibby in that thing as well. Oh, everybody's clobbered into each other. One thing that you can do with the RSR though is push down the power and then take it straight back off, and it really, really does help to get the car turned. I mean, it might just be a case of just not putting the power down at all in the first place, but the drop off of power really, really does just spin that car a little bit more, it feels sometimes. To really kind of like bring the momentum sort of back round to whichever way you're trying to go. See, that really is just still worth staying in 5th gear all the way down that straight there. Don't think there's any benefit to changing up to 6th, even in the slipstream. Oh, Bibby serving a penalty. Oh, I'm always going to go onto the back of him there. It's all good though, no harm done. It's almost like you would actually change the gearing for this thing if you could, because most of the corners on the way out you are you're like middle of 2nd gear, you're middle of the range of 2nd gear, so it's at the point where the car is at its fastest acceleration. Obviously 1st gear is pretty rapid as well, but right there, this here kind of 60 to 90 miles an hour is where the Porsche has the quickest acceleration, which just so happens to be bang in the middle of 2nd gear. It's almost as if you would change the gearing. Oh, sorry, baby. And just to explain the reason that you would change the gearing, even though you would think, well, you would want the fastest acceleration, is because the car is just so lethal. See if we can make any more progress. We don't want any silly mistakes like we had in the last race. we go. P7 and 8 having a bit of a scrap. Bibby's caught up to us again in the 4GT. I'm going to have a look at that car because it clearly has a bit of pace about it. Sorry guys, sorry guys. Stupid mistake, that one. I don't know how I did outbrake there. I thought I'd braked at the right point. Clearly not though. That was my stupid mistake, that one. Doing well up until then. Bugger. Never mind. Yeah, 4GT's got speed. You're not wrong. It's whether it's got control of that speed. I think that's the not a lot of people using it in the race. I don't know if they're a little bit worried or just they haven't got onto it yet, or but it does seem like it would be a little bit of a pig to handle everywhere else around the track. Is he in the 4C there? Group 3 Alpha I absolutely love. That's what he's in there. I'm going to have a pretty mighty slipstream off it. Fast but difficult to drive. That'll probably be no good for me then. See if we can have P11 here off the Alpha. This, unfortunately for us, is going to be the best we're going to manage. At least by the looks of things, because everybody else is quite a way down the road. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there. Haha, huge Alonso fan, so you're on board with the Aston Martin hype. Well, I hope that they can give him a decent car. I do. I'm not the biggest Fernando Alonso fan. I gotta say that much, but I would like to see them develop a decent car. But I don't think it's going to be for anything in the next 2 or 3 years, like Alonso's hoping. I don't think it's going to be anything that quick. And I think he probably will be out of Formula 1 before Aston Martin are close to delivering anything, even close to any consistent podiums. I can't see him. Sadly, for Fernando Alonso, I can't really see him being the one that is putting the Aston on the podium in the time that he's there. Mercedes for sandbagging and testing, do you think? I hope so. I do hope so. I would like to see Lewis get the 8th. I would like to see something, a bit more competition being put to Red Bull this season. At least judging by the way that they were able to kind of run away with it at the back end of last season. Ferrari were obviously very close, and then they just outdeveloped through the season. That said, they had some reliability issues and stuff, so had they crossed the line, they would have wrapped the championship up even earlier. But yeah, I think every season it's always been the, oh, I hope Mercedes are sandbagging, or Mercedes are sandbagging, or Red Bull's sandbagging. Everybody thinks everybody else is sandbagging, but I guess we'll see this week. First race of the season. Now, as much as I love this track, I think I'm starting to also hate it, because Williams are about to win it all. So it's interesting. I haven't seen much of actual testing, to be honest. I feel like I need to probably catch up on quite a bit and see who was where. I did see that Mercedes were fastest on one of the days, and then I think Red Bull overall were fastest. I think it was Perez, wasn't it? I had fastest lap of the weekend of the testing. So. Bottas looks racy, yeah. Yeah, from the very few bits that I did see, Alpha seemed to be doing okay, but I don't know if that was the story for the whole weekend, or just the literally the couple of minutes that I managed to tune in. But I think they were 4th. Was Bottas 4th at one point? I mean, that is literally, I couldn't even tell you which day of testing that was, or which. There might have been 2 minutes into the session. Everybody might have just literally done one lap by that point. I really don't know. But. I mean, it's kind of as you expected it. It's more or less, it seems like it's as we left it last season, really. Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes. Alonso 3rd title in the bag, do you reckon? I think for how long he's been aiming for that 3rd title, that would feel better to him than his 1st, I think. He's been banging on about a 3rd world title forever, it feels. Right, final lap this one. We'll actually cross the line properly and remember where it is. So we'll jump in the Ford then. We'll give that a try. Feel like we've probably got to. We owe the Ford at least an attempt. So we'll give that a bash. Joe was 4th. Oh, well, there we go. Was that overall? Was that by the end of the weekend he was 4th? Be meaning to ask if I listened to Arch Enemy a little bit. I haven't, not massive amounts, but everything, as usual, to be honest, with bands like that. Everything that I hear I really, really like, but I haven't delved into them properly. Unfortunately. It was P1 on day 2. What on earth are Alpha putting together. Sounds like they've put together a bit of a beast of a car. But yeah, I'm gutted. I didn't really manage to catch up too much on, or catch too much of the practice over the 4 days. So I need to have a bit of a catch up. Right, let's see if we should get 4 laps here. See just how brutal this thing is. The problem being is that in the race it will probably struggle because it's so easy to get held up. I think we also want a short shift in this thing quite clearly. A little bit later before I can get down on the power. Ooh. Right, let's see in terms of pace where this is actually going to be then. Because it might be somewhere, it might be nowhere. I feel like I've lost a lot of time. Whoa. I feel like I've lost a lot of time. I've definitely lost a bit of time there. Right, let's have a look. Let's go again. Let's not turn too much to the right, because that spin, or that partial almost spin, is what cost us a lot of time there. Right, so 49.172. Going to get 2 more laps in here. This lap and then 1 more. Get your guesses in if you want to have your chance of winning a t-shirt from the merch store. If you guessed correctly, all 3 decimal places. We all know the score. Just shipped off John's t-shirt today. Courtesy, it was Larry, it was you that won it, wasn't it? You guessed it correctly, if I remember rightly, on the last stream. Need to be way smoother through there, but oh no, 3/10 up nonetheless. Bugger. Right, one more after this. See what our lap time can be. See if we can get this down to match the 58s that we were getting before. .48 treble 6. We need a mighty good improvement to be matching that, to be managing that. That's the bit there. They just need to get this as smooth as possible. There we go. Absolutely gun it. Because then it's just gains all the way up this straight and to the finish line. Might not be far off, yeah, you know, James. Six, 5, 6. Oh, James, you were not far off at all. Oh, mate. Yeah, link in the description, Adam, for the merch store. A few t-shirts and stuff on there. They're actually all in these boxes here. I don't know if you can see them beside me. I don't think you can. But the yeah, John, Larry won. Got the lap time correct. And then but because he's based in the US, getting a t-shirt over there is not quite doable. So he gifted it to John. Oh, John's just joined the chat there. There he is. Sorry, John. Did I not see you earlier? Oh, I must have missed you in chat, mate. Sorry, buddy. And you actually said Mercedes were sandbagging. I've just scrolled back up. Sorry, mate. I didn't even realise that was your comment there. Apologies. Apologies. But yes. Well, we take that time through with us, actually. It's only a slight improvement. But there we go. Not too bad. Well, good evening, John, because I didn't say hello when I spotted you, or I didn't spot you earlier, so I didn't say hello. But hope we're all well. Hope we are all well. But yes, yeah, Adam, links in the description. So John got gifted Larry's t-shirt, basically. And that got shipped off today. So hopefully, John, it said 3 days was its guess, so hopefully that's with you this week. Rightio then. Race number 3. But it's in the Ford. It's in the Ford GT, this. Ah, yes, that's right. So John then made Larry a livery on request. They swapped T-shirt for a livery. So there we are. Right, not too sure exactly how this is going to play out yet. Partially pushed into the wall. Here's how it starts. Nice and early on the brakes. That guy pushes his way through to make up that position in the braking zone as well. Oh! 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 That was two very fortunate positions. I'm going to stay defensive there. I'm not going to try and run out wide because we've got people that are trying to push their way through there. So just try and make sure we hold on to that one. Try and stay out of trouble. Stay out of the way. If there's one thing you don't want to do after you've just passed a bunch of drivers who have lost positions, and it wasn't their fault, the last thing you want to do is then leave the door open for them to desperately try and squeeze back through. A little bit like this one here. Up to P6. This is a mega. This turned out to be a mega first lap. This, bloody hell. Possibly have P5 by the end of the lap. Maybe not, but we might have them by the time we get to turn 1. Elbows out, considering he certainly had his elbows out when he was pushing his way past all the cars in front before. See on the radar there, he was trying to go for a lunge as well. We're now up to P4, which I certainly wouldn't have expected. The weird thing is, though, as much as we've just switched to the Ford GT, we can't really say any of this is down to the car. This is just pure luck. Podium is on, do you reckon? I'm maybe not going to be so sure, but we got Cuscus in front here, and I don't know how we're catching to him, but we are. I don't know how the hell we're doing it, but we are. We normally end up with quite a few, when he's streaming, we normally end up with quite a few people off his stream coming to say hello. We've had plenty good racing with Cuscus in the past. It looks like we might, if we're in luck, we might be about to have a bit more. Hopefully, at least, anyway. .3 the gap. Make that 1.4 pretty much. 1.4 the gap. Right, can we chase the podium? Can we have this podium? We've got 10 laps to do. Well, sorry, we don't have 10 laps. It's a 10-lap race, but we've got 7 laps left to do it. He's binned it. He's binned it. Just need to watch where he comes back onto track here now. We're right on him now. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Right, just need to try and hold on to this then. Oh, Cuscus is dropping even further back again. Looks like the Ford suits me. It does a little bit. It feels alright, I've got to say that much. It does feel alright, but it doesn't feel like it's as limited. I don't want to say that the Porsche was limited, because that's not the case, but you can just floor it a little bit easier out of the corners and kind of not have to worry too much. Whereas the Porsche, you're always dialing back. You put the foot down, put the throttle down, and then you're kind of dialing it back because of the understeer. Not so much with this, thankfully. No. Where was that track limit then? Oh, no. Actually, genuinely not sure which track limit that was. I think I'm right in assuming then that it's this white line on all of the corners. Then it's that white line. Just having to be really, really careful. So this penalty is going to be a little bit of a killer, but hopefully we should still be okay. This definitely does feel a bit more comfortable though. No doubt about that. I think the guys up front must be in the forward as well. Because I wasn't gaining anything on that straight there. Ooh. .1 to the lead, gaining just a little bit back there. .9 for the lead. Oh, and we've set fastest lap. What is going on here? Oh. 2 laps left. I don't think we're really going to see ourselves close the gap anything to the leaders here. But the fact that we've kind of just seemingly matched their pace, we've got a 48.0. So that shows that our quali time can definitely be improved. That's 5/10 quicker than our quali time. And although we're on a bit lighter fuel, that is with worn tyres as well. Hey, slight mistake there. Looks like the race leader has also made a mistake though. As did I very nearly. P2's only 8/10 behind though. 8/10 behind the leader. No, don't let this be the mistake. Don't let this be the mistake. Oh, that was a glitch. That was pitch black there when I did that. Final lap. I'm just literally bringing this one home because a podium we would have never expected from this race. Right, I'm going to watch some lap guides after this as well. Well, not lap guides, but some fastest laps and use them as lap guides. He's only 4/10 behind the... no. He's now only 4/10 behind. The leader is P2. This could be... They could actually end up switching here. Well, I think they're a lot closer to the line now. They're pretty much going to be crossing it. There you go. We are going to take home the podium here. I certainly wouldn't have expected that from this race. How about it? Come on. What a treat. Bibby trying out the GTR there as well. Looks like that's gone well for him. Podium. What a belter. Please remember to hit the like, absolutely. If you haven't done so already, please do so. It goes a long way to helping such a small little YouTube channel like this. I promise you that much. My phone is going a little bit loopy here. Well, we'll save that replay, shall we? What a treat. We'll watch a lap guide from the fastest Ford at the moment. Right, so let's actually start this again. So this is lap number 14 for him. 46.3 is his current fastest at this point. Jesus, where's he braking there? What on earth is going on there? Look at where he's braking here. That is well early. Well late, sorry, well late. Actually, no, it's not. It's just after the 300 metre board. Feels late. He's down through all the gears. He stays quite tight to the corner. Tight to the apex all the way around. Stretching out the gears quite a bit. Is he going to stay flat here? Yes, he is. Ooh, a little bit of a slide. Just before the 300 board there as well. That is as clean as you like. As clean as you like. Right, this is going to be interesting. Does he shift up to fourth? Yes. Straight down to third. He's hardly got anything on the throttle as he comes through that corner. That's very interesting. Absolutely spot on. 100 metre board. Down to first to get it turned. Feels like there's a lot of waiting in this car. You've got to wait loads for the car to kind of get its way around. Now it's interesting because I started taking that line, but it didn't feel like that was the quickest, but evidently it must be. Trying to flatten those corners as much as possible there as well, which we see him do. No penalties for that. And he flies by with a 46.047. And judging by it, he's pretty happy with that, so fair play to him. Right, let's see if we can do the same. I'm going to stick with the Ford GT. Let's go. Brake balance to the front as well. And away we go. Ah, no. Sorry, let's get entered. Stop pressing buttons. If you even sniff a cone through the chicane, it gives you a penalty. Oh dear. I think you need to stop sniffing cones then, mate. Right. Let's do it. 48,666. John's going with the same guess. So James put that guess in earlier. And for anybody that didn't see it, my fastest lap was actually a 48.656. So 1/100th quicker. But I'm hoping that we can get down possibly even to the 47s, because we got a 48 flat in the race. We got a 46 flat, so let's see if we can hopefully improve on that. I'm going to go 4 at the front on brake balance here, just to see if we can have any luck with that. Excuse me. How on earth did he get the car slowed down? Did you see how late he braked? I've just braked at the same point and I'm off the track. How on earth does he get the car slowed down like that? Jesus. Nope. No good yet again. What's it going to be? Can we get into the 7s? Oh my god, we're well off. Absolutely well off. Let's just see with the last 50 seconds here how far of an improvement we could potentially make. That's the first one there, realistically. There's 3/10 more or less. I desperately need to improve that time. Did so much better in the race. Yeah, you were probably closer with the treble 6, John, in the end. Absolute nightmare. We'll try and improve again later. After this race. Oh, where do we end up here? We're in with some A pluses now. In with a few of the big boys. Don't think there's anybody else actually in here that we know. Maverick's in. France is in. And on pole position with a rapid 47.2. Unbelievably quick. Improve at some point tonight. I certainly hope so. Certainly hope so. I just need to sit and practice on this track, really. I just need to sort of sit down and put 20, 30, 40, 50 laps in. And just gun it. And really try and improve my time. Starting P10 on this one then. You never know. Let's see if we can have a good start like we did in the last race. What's our predictions then? What can we do? Oh, this track's been added to the British Heart Foundation Championship. There we go. I didn't realise that. Yeah. Well, in that case, I might join you for some practice, mate. I might have to do exactly the same. That doesn't sound like a bad idea at all. I left the door open there, really, didn't I? Oh, he's in the Mazda. Oh, it's a penalty. That'll be a penalty, that. Yeah. Which is a shame, because we would have made up a few positions there. Just push us into the wall, buddy. It's fine. Plenty of people with penalties, so hopefully ours isn't the end of the world. Oh, this guy's all over the place, isn't he? And we're spun. And we're spun again. Double bubble. Tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. How are we still not last after that? That's mad. Well, we're definitely not going to be challenging for podiums on this one then. I can tell you that for nothing. No, no, no. I can catch up here. I can still get into the top 10. That's what we have to aim for here. What kind of mistake's that? What kind of mistake is that? You'll never see anybody ever make that mistake again. That was horrific. Oh man, no chance of top 10 at this rate. Do we sense a rage quit coming on? exactly. No slowing down to give the place back. Wouldn't expect it, would you? Is that yes to a rage quit? Let's not make that same mistake. Right, P12. We got P11 in front of us. There's a huge gap, and then we got the rest of the pack, basically. Rage quit. Use it as practice. I know I should have done, Larry. I'm not that good of a person. I'm too much of a bad loser. Right, let's get some quality practice in. I mean, I should have just done that. Considering we're out, we were lapping at the back of the pack anyways, but man, that's annoying. Right, we'll get 10 laps and then let's go. If we don't improve our time in 10 laps, I'm going home. There's something wrong. I mean, that said, should we actually have a look at Daily Race B instead? Although I think we might have missed the time entry for the current one. Might have missed the entry, run out of time. Right, guesses in. What's our quali time going to be? We've already got them in. 47 treble 6. I'll be happy if I can get it down to there, to be honest. I think I need a lot more practice before I'm down to that kind of pace. If I can get down into the 47s, though, I'll be happy. Larry's guess, is that a 9 treble 9 or a 989? Hopefully it's one of those, or it's somewhere in between. A 47 I'd be relatively happy with. Just need to remember to also short shift in this thing, actually. Right, 47 at all? No, it's a 48.1, so that's a massive improvement. Oh, that curb's a killer. Forgot about that. That's a track limits penalty, I think. Yeah. Seen that penalty coming as clear as my rage quit. Oh, that's the one. Nice. Possibly should be down to first gear there. Not sure. Oh, man. Is that going to be track limits as well, no doubt? Surprised it wasn't. Horrible track, says Stu. You're not a fan of it, mate? There's some sections which are a bit of a killer, really, but I'm going to try driving brake bias to the rear here, just to see if we get any more kind of stability through those corners. 3 hairpins. Yeah, it's tricky. Losing a boatload of time there. Oh yeah, first gear out of that corner, I think. That's a bit better. That one for me is probably the worst corner of them all. That takes you back onto this bridge. It's just, you never really know if you've got it right. Let's go again. Two tenths down. Struggling to really make any vast improvement at all at the moment, really. Right. Maybe we'll cross the line ahead of our time here. There we go. That will be a bit of an improvement. Half a tenth. Just goes to show, look at that, full tenth. That's the difference. Just taking the right line. So I actually feel like driving with the brake balance bias to the rear is slightly better. Just feel like the car just turns a little bit better. Turning a bit too much there with the power down. That's the one, that's the one, that's the one. 3 tenths up there now. No. Lost all the time there. I literally lost... Christ, I literally lost half a second there. That's horrific. It's times like that where I start to love this track less and less. Brake balance should work best in the rear in an MR car, yeah. It's a weird one because for late braking, you normally want it at the front to just really put the weight of the car forward and get the car to try and stop. But there's so much of this where, yes, it's big braking zones, but you're kind of needing the car to comply a little bit more in those corners. So yeah, to the rear seems to be working a little bit better. Just on moments like that there where you've just got still a touch of braking input. Wanted to steer all the way wide there actually, but too eager on the power. Drifting all my way around. Still not much of an improvement in comparison to everybody else though. Really struggling with that one. What was Daily Race here? What car were you in? Oh, that's right, you were in the old Porsche. Deary me. Right, I'm going to make this one the last race, but we're going to hope for a good one. Should get you out the corner better at higher speed. Yeah, it feels like it's a bit more compliant there than what it was before. It would have been interesting to get this much practice in the Porsche, just to see if I could kind of get that to a point where it felt quite comfortable. But I'm happy in the Ford overall. So here's to hoping we can put a decent time in with it. I'm going to just see how far you can get up through 5th gear here. Trying to work out how early you can get on the power there as well. Right, hopefully we can improve. We'll try and get down to the 47s at least. Right, let's go. 2 laps. What's our lap time going to be? Get your guesses in. Yeah, still definitely worth shifting up to 6th. Too early on the power again. Or a bit too much on the power. Oh, final time we go again. Need to improve by 5.5 tenths here to actually get down to the time that we want. Right, that's better, that's better, that's better, that's better. Don't think we're going to cross the line in time here. Oh, we might just... Go, 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 go. Ah! Annoying. That's too annoying. Could have been down to the 47s, I reckon. With enough practice. Maybe it's just not enough time today. How many laps am I going to need? My word. It's an improvement though. The 48 that we've now got. Right, we'll make this the last one. We'll make this the last one, and then we'll see if we can try and get ourselves a decent result. We've already got a podium. We were very, very lucky to get that podium. But it is a podium nonetheless. So let's see if we can have a little bit more luck. We start P3 for this one. Oh dear, oh dear. Clearly, Gran Turismo thinking that we can't hack it in with the big A pluses, of which it is correct for this track, most definitely. But still quite funny. Right, I suppose then we've got to try and aim for the win. He's 2 tenths quicker P1. What do we reckon? Go for the win, says John. We got to go aggressive early doors. Come on, race win. Still happy with the podium if we get it. Don't get frustrated. Too late now, mate. Already had one rage quit tonight. Right, let's go. These are both in the same car though, so This will make it difficult. Although P1's not in the Ford, is he? P1's in a different car, but I didn't see what he was in. Bugger. Good save though. Yeah, definitely cool to see an actual mix of cars on the grid for a change. Very rare that you do actually see it. At the moment, at least. Got to get back onto that podium now. There we go. Simple as that. Save, yeah, it was. Quite happy with that one. If all else fails, I mean, you know, you've had a bit of a nightmare when the highlight of your race is that is a save from you almost binning it, but no, that one was all right there. And then thankfully we managed to get back up to P3 just courtesy of a few mistakes up ahead. So. Yeah, the Nissan Skyline that was in front. Didn't think we were going to get past him there. Thankfully we did though. No, don't make that mistake. Right, going to try my absolute best to catch up to these guys up ahead now. catching. Ah, man! I don't like this track because you actually have to be a good driver to be quick. And I'm really struggling. Just stupid mistakes every time. Keep doing that bugger in the last sector, yeah, it's... Oh, man, honestly. Really, really difficult track. It's a mega track. It's really, really good, but that's what makes it difficult. That's why special stage route X or whatever it's called, straight lines, they're not as much fun. That's funny because pretty much every lap that first sector has been purple. And I always feel like I'm closing to these guys, and then I look at the timing board and I'm not. Keep losing so much time on this corner before the bridge as well. Try the 650 Karen yet? No, I have not yet, mate. Do you recommend it or or not? Bearing in mind this is me that you're talking to, so I'm probably more likely to bin that than I am keep it on the road. Getting closer, it feels every time. No, penalty, 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 penalty. Don't be a penalty, don't be a penalty, don't be a penalty. Very lucky there that that wasn't a penalty. Oh, here we go. Those guys are just too quick, to be honest. Very annoying. I just don't quite think I have the pace to even stay near P2 despite him making a mistake. What a save, yeah. Cheers, Dan. Unfortunately, I've had to do a couple like that tonight. Oh, P1 served a penalty. Not that it's going to make any difference to me driving like this. Could it all happen on the last lap? Evidently not by the looks of things so far. Oh man, why do I keep messing up this corner into the end of this sector, or start of this sector? That's a penalty. That's a penalty. Yeah. Luckily, I think we're going to be okay though. I'm going to take home a podium. Whew, thank God for that. Just didn't have the pace to catch up with those guys in the end there. Really, really struggled. Oh, that's a shame because he also had a 1 second penalty. Not that it'll make it, not that it would have made any difference. Should have been a goalkeeper with saves like that, mate. You're telling me. You're telling me, honestly. Some pretty bad driving there, to be fair. Frustrating that I didn't manage to really catch up, considering the Ford in quite a lot of places seemed to be obviously a bit quicker than the Porsche. But yeah, not bad for a P3, considering we dropped down as well. I know we made up 2 positions simply because they binned it, but that's the difference. We managed to keep it on track. So yeah, nice P3, not too bad. Good little way to end the stream. Relatively happy with that. That was going to be the last race there, or that is the last race. So we're going to round off and sign off a little bit earlier than we normally do. So I hope everybody has enjoyed it. We'll possibly be back for Friday, for a bit of a Friday fun stream. We'll see what we can manage. Maybe we have a look at Daily Race B as well. Who does know? But we've got the F1 back this weekend, so looking forward to that. I'm going to try and make some videos, predictions for the season and all that sort of stuff. So I'll be looking forward to that. But in the meantime, if everybody could, if they haven't done so already, please do hit the subscribe button. Please do hit like on the stream. It goes a massive way to supporting the channel. Plenty more videos on the way as always. Plenty more shorts and all that kind of stuff that we might keep seeing pop up on the channel as well. They seem to be doing quite well. So happy with all of that. But there we go. I will let everybody enjoy the rest of their night. Enjoy the rest of the week on the dailies. I'm going to try and stream as well. Manufacturers and Nations Cup. Manufacturers this Wednesday I won't be able to. Possibly though Nations Cup over the weekend. We shall see. But enjoy what is left of the night. I shall catch you all in a little bit. And yeah, that is it. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Doodles!